A sheriff in Texas has now certified that the migrants that Ron DeSantis decided to pick up in Texas and fly to Martha's Vineyards are crime victims. And that is important for a number of reasons, as we're gonna get into. So he certified the nearly 50 migrants that have been flown as victims of a crime. This is a key step in qualifying them for a special visa that they would not otherwise have been eligible for. And importantly, they want some or all of these migrants, whoever's willing, to be witnesses in a criminal investigation. Thus, they need the visas, thus the certification. They go on to say these certifications will ensure that the migrants can continue to help our law enforcement officials and that there will be a process and heal from the incredibly traumatic experiences they've suffered as a result of the cruel, heartless acts committed against them. Many of the migrants, I will remind you, if you have not been following this story, had come to the United States seeking asylum. They wanted a better life. They wanted to be safe. They wanted their families to be safe. They wanted to be able to work and contribute. And the idea that they were turned into political weapons by Ron DeSantis, who he and his team never saw a single one of them as a human being, never cared at all about where they were coming from, what life they wanted to lead, what they might be able to contribute to a community or to the United States at large. They never cared, and it's just so sickening. And thankfully, he himself is also being investigated. This is a different investigation, but he's under investigation on whether he misused taxpayer dollars to do these flights. The Treasury Department is looking into that. They're specifically looking on whether he used the interest on funds from the coronavirus state and local fiscal recovery funds to do this. They're, of course, not supposed to use it for this sort of purpose. Anyway, Ben, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm all in favor of any effort to investigate DeSantis and to punish him for any illegal use of funds. I've also said it from the beginning that I don't see the busing or flying of these migrants as horrendous and cruel as a lot of people see it as. I thought from the first minute that of all the horrible actions, this one actually most likely would protect those migrants. Like now they're getting extra protection for being witness to this crime, and there are 50 migrants that actually might be in the end treated better than the hundreds of thousands that are coming here without any heart. And I do wish that the one part of while you certainly should never use people as political pawns, and I do agree that DeSantis doesn't see them as human beings. I don't think there is anything that wrong with asking it should be coordinated, but with asking other states to share in the burden of that and to be aware of what it takes to truly house and take care of these people that are coming here for a better life. If for no other reason, then it should expedite us finally making change to our immigration policies that have not changed in over 30 years. If we truly care about it, we shouldn't just care about punishing DeSantis for making a spectacle of these 50 people. We should care about changing the system so that the millions who are coming here have a chance at actually, and who are already here, have a chance at gaining citizenship, at getting their asylum hearings to happen faster. And if this can shine a light on that, I don't think it's a net negative in the end. And maybe you get the bonus of DeSantis being punished for being sloppy with the way in which he did it.
I think that is perfectly fair. I think that we should have a system like that. Of course, that's not what DeSantis is working towards, but you're right. Maybe some people can use this as a springboard towards making that sort of change, and maybe you can get some Republicans actually on board. God only knows what else would be attached to it.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.